car. Get out of the car.
Her hands.
Cops have to be vigilant while arresting criminals, but what happens when they arrest the wrong people? Here are 4 such cases where cops caught the wrong person.
Out, tase him. You coming out?
Tase him.
Come out.
Tase him. Get your hands out now. You got 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Dude, do not reach. Get up. Put your hands on the car.
I'm getting up, man.
Hands out the window! Both hands! You got anybody in there with you? Anybody with you? Take your right hand, open the door. On your back. No.
Can I ask you what I do?
You run from me?
Detain you. Look, you're not under arrest. I'm detaining you right now because you fit the description. Okay? Just hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, please.
Put your hands.
Jesus. Oh, my God. You broke my wrist. Oh, my God.
Stop.
Starting with a trio of Georgia cops who tased and handcuffed a man and then realized they had the wrong guy. Patrick Mumford, 24, was sitting in a driveway the afternoon of Feb 1 when officers with the Savannah-Chatham Metropolitan Police Department approached him.
Stand up.
What happened?
Turn around, put your hands in the car.
What I do? Man, what I do? Y'all ain't telling me what I do, man.
Dude, you got a warrant, dude. You got a warrant.
You just came back from a probation. Came back from my probation officer.
Get your hand off the wheel.
I got it.
For you.
The police had a warrant for another man, Michael Clay, but immediately assumed they had their guy. Mumford told the police that he's not getting up and they need to show him the warrant, but the cop had already ordered to tase him. In defense, Mumford raised his leg in front of him, trying to shield himself from the stun gun, while another officer pulled the taser trigger twice.
I got a taser. Back
No,
up.
man.
Back
You
up.
got a taser?
No.
Yeah, I got
All right, tase him.
You coming out?
Tase him.
You coming out?
Tase him.
Come out.
Tase him. Get your hands out now. You got 3 seconds.
Hold on, man.
3 seconds.
Dude, do not reach. Get up. Put your hands on the car.
I'm getting up, man. Guess what?
Get your
Show me the
3,
warrant.
Come out.
Show me the warrant.
2. All right, tase him.
Alright,
Get
move,
off. Get off.
Move. You coming out or not?
Dude, stand back. Stand back.
Come on.
Get out of the
You got
car
a
now. I'm
warrant.
not telling you again.
You better get out of the car.
Y'all ain't let me know what's
Get out of the car.
Go.
Alright,
You
get
have
out.
a warrant. Get out of the car. Tase him. Tase him.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Man, y'all better leave me alone.
Get out of the car.
Man, y'all better leave me alone, cousin.
Move, Fox. Move. Handcuff him now. Handcuff him. You're gonna get it again.
Man, I'm cuffed, cousin. I'm cuffed. Hey, Jack, Hey, Jack. Call my people, man. Call my people, man. Call my people, Jack. Hey, Jack.
Dude,
Jack,
quit reaching.
Take my wallet,
Quit
Jack. Take
reaching.
my wallet, Jack. Take my wallet, please,
Quit
man.
reaching.
They then arrested him, and the cop told him that he was given numerous reasonable attempts to comply with officers, but he refused and still actively resisted, and instead of admitting his mistake, he just told him he looks exactly like the wanted man.
Okay, dude. Here's the deal, dude.
How long I had a warrant?
I don't know if you got a warrant, because you're not who I'm looking for, but here's the deal. When I ask you for ID because you look a lot like the person we're looking for.
Oh, man, y'all is hell. Ow!
Alright, well, that one's stuck.
Okay, when we ask you for ID because you look a lot like the person we're looking for that's living at this address,
Oh, Lord.
you give us ID. And when you start this whole fighting nonsense, dude, you caught yourself a charge you didn't need to catch, man. All you had to do is give me this.
But then when you came up, asked me out of nowhere.
Because you look exactly
You
like...
look like the guy.
What's the guy name?
Do you know him? Who stays here? Let me ask you that.
He
Is there
didn't stay
someone?
here.
Is there someone here to stay here that looks like you? Who do you think? Go through your brain right now to think who I might be looking for that looks a little bit like you.
Shit.
The cops even argued with onlookers over whether he resembled their target suspect, saying, "They look a good bit alike." They blamed it on him that he refused to show his ID when they could have chosen a more peaceful approach instead of tasing him multiple times.
Michael?
He is not Michael.
Okay, I know that now. But when I walk up there and ask
My name's Patrick.
No,
I said Patrick.
y'all didn't have no right.
We actually do have a right,
You
sir.
should have came to the house owner and asked if Michael's here.
Okay.
Yes!
Really? They were
The picture we got,
they look exactly.
they look a good bit alike, man. To you, maybe not, man, but to the picture we have,
Michael's your son?
Does Michael stay here?
Oh, wow. I'm looking at that picture. I mean,
It's not far off. Okay, are we wrong?
you're not
And he
wrong.
doesn't want to give us his ID.
Why you just didn't cooperate? Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. I'm pissed.
You said my name's Patrick?
That's my name. Michael. Pat. Whatever. The both of y'all got my blood pressure up to here. What has my son done now?
Your son has a warrant.
For what? For here?
No, it's out of somewhere else. It's in Georgia, but they want him picked up. They sent us here.
But because Pat didn't want to cooperate and they thought he was Michael. They thought he was Michael. Well, his name was Patrick Mulford. Oh, right, okay, that's his parents. Yeah. Pat, all you had to do was say my name's Patrick Mulford.
He had his ID on him. I asked him for his ID 3 times, ma'am. That's all on video. It's all on video. I said, ma'am, dude, let me get your ID. And he started climbing with his car and pulling away from
Why
us.
would you try to run from the police?
Okay,
He didn't do anything. They thought he was Michael because he pulled up here in the yard like he lived here. So they thought he was Michael.
And when we asked him for his ID, he wanted to be not very cooperative.
That's not exactly.
Okay,
You know what? Don't worry about it. We got it all on video, so we're just going to go from that, okay?
Oh, man.
So, we got our cameras, and we got other cameras, and we have a vehicle without a tag in the driveway.
The picture you got looks a lot like you, and you're sitting in the house where he's supposed to the last address we have for him. Okay?
This thing still in my back.
We got EMS coming to get it out. Okay?
I mean, I'm...
Ma'am, it's all video. Okay? And we tried. We gave him 4 chances.
Patrick, where your car keys? What do you think
Right now, it's just obstruction because he didn't want to comply with us. Okay? When we asked him for everything.
If one of y'all live here, can you point out such and such person?
My man.
He just come right up. Well, what's your name?
Y'all want to take him to jail?
Well, he fought us, sir. That's the problem. Even though he's not who we were looking for, he didn't want to identify himself. And then when I told him to step out and give me your ID, he wanted to step back in the car, start grabbing onto the car, everything else. It's all on video. Okay. I told him 4 times, stop or I'll tase you. Stop or I'll tase you. Stop or I'll tase you. And he did not want. He tried to crawl into the back seat. I don't know if there's a gun in the back seat. I didn't know that at the time, sir. Correct. And I don't know him. I mean, that's what we got going on, okay? So, it had nothing to do, I mean, and the thing is, he's not who, he just happens to look. Ma'am, you can show him the picture.
Oh, the picture's right there. I mean, when I looked at the picture, I mean, if you don't know who you're looking for, maybe, but I don't know, I'm not...
The skin color's different, I can see that your son's white, but you can't tell with those pictures.
I just need to get my mom out of my car before she has an accident.
He's backing up, man. Yeah, it's, well...
He ain't gonna run. Turn him. He ain't gonna run.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, I'm out on Grandview Street.
Boy, if we would've came home like it's supposed to, none of this would never happen. When they asked you for your ID, you came because you asked you to.
I told him my name, and the man named Michael. I told him my name Patrick.
50 Charlie, what's your location?
Yeah, well, okay, but we
Right. He said Patrick, but when we asked for ID to confirm it, that's when he
started to get, yeah. And it's everything's on video, okay? It's not like we came up here just saying, hey, we're to jack you up, okay?
After the frightening encounter, Mumford was charged with violating probation, which could land him up to 7 years in jail. In October 2014, Mumford pleaded guilty to charges including misdemeanor marijuana possession and felony possession of a controlled substance. As a first-time offender, he was not convicted and instead sentenced to probation. As a result of the police department's mistake, Mumford could lose his job and his reputation too. If you thought these officers were careless with their way of handling business, the next one on our list acts way worse than them. In South Carolina, an officer stopped a wrong vehicle during a routine traffic stop.
Hands out the window! Both hands! You got anybody in there with you? Anybody with you? Take your right hand, open the door. I'm exiting one out of the vehicle. Get on the ground! On the ground!
On the ground!
Cop pointed the gun at the man who was laying flat on the ground at this point and went forward to handcuff him.
Sir, okay? All right, put your hands behind your back. No.
Can I ask you what I did?
Did you run from me?
Copy.
All right, stay right here.
When the officer realized the person she had pulled over with the gun pointed at him was not the one the police were after, she told him that she's sorry for it.
Right here. You're good. That's scary. Look, I'm sorry. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through, and you turned off this one.
Yeah, it must have happened. We had everybody coming through.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
All right. You have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
The man later filed a lawsuit against the city for the mistreatment he received by the cops, failure to recognize the correct person, and his lawyer later told the media that it was a traumatizing experience for him as the cops pointed their guns at him when he was completely obeying their orders.
At the end of the day, you know, Mr. Wiggins, for 3 minutes, for 180 seconds, he was in handcuffs, on the ground, face down, with a gun drawn to him, with multiple officers around him. He doesn't know, and he didn't do anything wrong. He was flabbergasted by the fact that he was stopped, questioning the officers as to why he was being stopped. And they insinuated, until backup got there, they insinuated that he was running from them. He's like, I didn't run, I didn't do anything. What did I do? And so being on the ground for that long, he didn't know if the next breath that he took was going to be his last. And so it really, really traumatized him. He's been in therapy since then, dealing with the effects that this has had on his psyche and his overall being and his interaction with law enforcement.
The lawyer hoped that they would be compensated for the lawsuit filed against the police department, and this kind of interaction wouldn't happen again in the future.
The part of it is, one, bringing accountability to that, to make sure that we, you know, if there's some things that are uncovered through the litigation part of this, then that can be brought to the public, but also to ensure that the police department ensures that if they improve their training to a point where they can recognize and identify people who are actual suspects and not stop and really cause harm to those innocent motorists who are just trying to get home, like Mr. Wiggins. And so there has to be some measure of accountability. And the lawsuit is the first step in trying to bring that about for Mr. Wiggins, his family, and frankly, the community of Marion. If you're going to stop a motorist, if you're going to take the step in stopping someone, pulling them over, and drawing a gun to order them out of their vehicle, you gotta be sure that you have the right person. And so there's a due diligence that's on the part of the Marion Police Department to make sure that that officer is armed with correct information, that she's using the information she's given to properly identify suspects that are in the actual commission of a crime or suspected to be committing a crime, not an innocent motorist who's just trying to get some food and get home, like Mr. Wiggins was on November 20th of 2022.
In the end.
The next case involves a man who had been jogging in the streets of Florida when a cop stopped him as he fitted the description of a wanted criminal. The body cam footage shows the interactions that happened between the two.
Hey, buddy. You're not in any trouble or anything? There's a burglary that happened. You kind of fit the description. Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? All right?
I'm a vet. I have my ID.
Okay, can I see your ID? Yeah. You literally, they said white tank top, black shorts. And they said that you had a beard, all right? So I'm not saying it's you, but it was a black male. Again, not saying it's you, buddy.
The cop detained him and told him that they need to verify if it's him or not, and they'll release him once they confirm the details.
Just bear with me, okay? Because you fit the description. I'm not saying you're guilty, but my sergeant's telling me to detain you. That's my sergeant.
I got you. I just had a daughter born 2 days ago, so I just have this online.
It's live?
I'm not
Do you mind sending it down here?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I'll place it for you. Okay.
Right.
Just for now, I'm gonna detain you. Look, you're not under arrest. I'm detaining you right now because you fit the description. Okay. Just hang tight for me, okay, buddy? Nope, these are just black.
Y'all better raise hell.
Again, buddy, you're not under arrest. It's just that you fit the description. They're gonna verify for me. Look, I even put you where. Look, okay?
Right, y'all better raise hell.
Yep. And by the way, look, I'm live too. I even got recorded.
Where you driving from, bud? 522 South Annapolis Drive. That's one of my homes. I own a couple of homes out here.
Oh, okay.
Again, like I told you, we're not saying it's you, but you fit the description. That's why I'm detaining you. If it's not you, we're gonna cut you loose and you're free to go, okay? But I just want you to see through us why, literally they stole something right now, and we just want to verify it's not you, okay?
When they confirmed that it was indeed the wrong guy and not the one they were looking for, they tell him that he can leave and that they were not discriminating against him by detaining. They said they just needed to be sure about the criminal and that it's not a race thing.
You're being very cooperative. Again, this is not a race thing, so let's not make it, because that's...
You're not white.
Even if I was, let me tell you, this agency is very, very amazing. And there's serious consequences for racial discrimination here, okay? I promise you that. Our takes it very seriously. We are not discriminating. You literally matched the description. We did a show up.
What's your name, man? Joseph. Joseph? Hey, man, listen, Jake. Just want to say thank you for keeping a cool, good demeanor. We just got the picture finally from the witness, and I get why they went out with you for sure. Clearly not you, but the clothing description and everything matched. So obviously these guys didn't have that to go with. They just had a description and that pretty good. But once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's not it. That's why I told them, like, get them out of here. I appreciate you just putting understanding that, man. I get it. It's not cool. It's not convenient. Yeah, I know things are a little.
It was my tennis shoes, black army shorts, and a white backpack from high school.
Now everybody's a little on edge right now, so I appreciate you being cool. And I just want to say thank you. Not everybody is that understanding and respectful. So, all right.
Nope.
I thank y'all for staying with me. And thank you for Officer Estrada here, who told me from the get-go, hey, I'm not going to let anything happen to you. So definitely appreciate that. Wrong place, wrong time.
If you thought that these cops were being mean and unfair by detaining the man without any confirmation, the next case gets worse than this, as the cops nearly break the man's wrist while making a wrong arrest. Here's the body cam footage of the entire interaction between him and the cops.
For Western Union. Call my sister right now. She's in Florida. You have a cell phone, call her. Don't call me like this. Call my sister in Florida. Don't do this. What are you doing? Oh my God! What are you doing?
Put your hands behind your back like you're told. Put your hands.
What are you doing? Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, please.
Put your hands.
Jesus. Oh my God. You broke my wrist. Oh my God.
Stop.
You broke my wrist. Oh my God.
Yeah, he might be broke.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Relax. Put it up here?
Yeah, there you go.
This guy had not done anything wrong, but the cops were unnecessarily aggressive with him and assaulted him, especially when they had nothing against him, which made the whole situation far worse. What are your thoughts on these cops who did such a bad job arresting and assaulting the wrong people who were completely innocent? Comment down below and subscribe for more content like this.